I'm Raven Johnson, and I go to Westlake High School.
5'11" point guard from Westlake High School, 2020 Miss Georgia basketball, 3-time state champion and counting. Johnson is no doubt one, if not the best point guards in the state of Georgia. As for how everything began for her, she says it started at an early age.
Well, I would say probably when I was like 5. My granddad, he's recently passed due to cancer. Actually, I have a twin brother that many don't know. I have a twin brother named Richard. They used to call us Thriller Killer because he had the offense and I had the defense. And ever since then, I just love the game of basketball. So playing with my twin brother, my granddad, putting us in that sport made me want to play.
But even as Johnson became better, she always knew her vision would eventually become reality.
Well, it was a dream because when I was in middle school, I used to watch kids like Tia Cooper. She had a 3-peat, so I was like, I want to do that when I get to high school. Seeing her get all these accolades, awards, and being the person she is, she's in the league. I used to look up to her as winning the 3 rings. So it's been a dream of mine.
With much success comes much responsibility. But Johnson says her head coach keeps her and the team focused.
I would say it's Coach Hank. She makes sure that we're in the moment where our feet are. So basically, coming to practice, having our minds straight, then off the court, we study film, just having that basketball winning mentality. So she makes sure our heads are straight for that. Coach Hank, she puts a lot of confidence. Okay, Coach Hank, she's a coach that, you have to be perfect. Well, you don't have to be 100% perfect, but you need to be perfect. So basically, and she makes sure, kids, how people just think score. It's not all about that. The little things such as diving for the ball, such as rebounding, such as cheering your teammates on, that helps you get to the state championship. The little things she always say be in the moment where your feet are. So basically, when it's game time, you need to be in the moment where your feet are. Anything other than that, let that go.
As for this season, COVID got in the way for a lot of teams, but for Johnson and the Lions, they're still undefeated on the season and grateful.
I probably would say we would have played a lot more games than what we have now. But it's a blessing that we're playing because it's some states out here that's not playing. So it's a blessing that we're playing. We get to have a chance to get this 4th ring.
Johnson is a 3-time state champion, and the Lions are going for their 4th straight title. Here she walks us through each state title.
The first I would say the hardest state championship was the first one because we never won it. Yeah, that was the hardest one. I would say that team was the most hungriest team because, we had 7 seniors, and that was the craziest team with those seniors. But I'll say that when it was playoff time, they were ready. They were locked in, wanting to win the state championship since we never did it. It was really more than just for us. It was for the alumni, the Westlake community, the just Westlake overall, the family.
Second one. Walk me through the second championship that you won.
Well, a lot of people doubted us since all those 7 seniors left. They said that we were young. We were too small. We didn't have players, that we wasn't ready. So I'll say that year was a statement year. And us winning that, we proved to the state of Georgia that being young, being small, having role players, you can still win a state championship.
Would you say this would be the hardest championship for you to win?
No. I would say that because of the way we practice. We practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The only day we get off is Sunday. So we still do the same thing that we do the other past years. But I won't say it's the hardest because it's the same thing as we have to play 4 to 5 games to get to the state championship. So we're in the same routine. But probably for other teams, since you don't have that many games to get prepared. But I'll say that our practice, the way we practice and compete in practice, we're ready.
Last season, Johnson also won the title of Miss Georgia basketball and was even shocked.
I was shocked because I was a junior. I was like, there was a lot of seniors that were good in front of me. It actually put confidence in me. I was like, oh wow, they think this highly of me. So of me getting this award as a junior. So
After this season, Johnson will be headed to South Carolina to play under the great Don Staley.
believe it or not, South Carolina wasn't my school. I'm not gonna say first. Yeah, school that I was looking at. I actually had a dream school that I really wanted to go to, but turns out when I went to the UConn versus South Carolina game, I watched the style, then the fans. That really got me, the fans, and then the style of play. That's the style of play. Then seeing Dunn, like coach, her the point guard, because that's my spot. Her being the point guard coach and the things she done did in her previous year as a point guard, I feel like that she could take my game to the next level, and I could be a point guard that kids look up to, or a role model that people look up to.
Even through all of these success, Johnson had doubts from time to time about playing basketball.
Being in the gym day in, day out, it was some times that I would be like, I don't want to play the sport no more. It was annoying. It was when people were down on me, haters, haters gonna hate. I was letting that stuff get to me, but since I done matured and now that I'm getting used to it, that don't affect me. It just motivates me. So I'll say things like that. That was probably the hardest. But standing in the gym day in, day out, it was irritating, but it's not a lot of people doing that. So
When it's all said and done, Johnson wants her legacy to be bigger than basketball.
I want to do a foundation for my grandpa since he started me with this. I want to do like a cancer foundation for him. That, and for our beloved principal that just passed also, I want to do a foundation for him. I really want to give back to this community. I'm more of a give back person than just keep to myself type person. So I'm most definitely going to give back to others and homeless people that need help. So that's the type of person.
For anybody aspiring to be a great basketball player, here is some advice Johnson has for you.
Dream always rises to the top, because I always thought that I wasn't going to be nothing, or I was just an average player. I always used to think I was an average player, but I'll say the cream always rises to the top. If you grind, you work, it will show on the court, and the awards will show. So.